It's Week 15 of the National Football League.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Hurts comes out throwing. He's on the move. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Juke the defender. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Something he does so well, Nick Bolton making the stop. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Great, set.
They go to Barkley again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Has a man, it's Brown. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They're a rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down throwing for Hurts. St. Brown's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Well, so far, they've got to be pretty happy with how he's been leading their offense. It has been a great start.
And I'd hesitate to say it's only going to get better, especially if they really decide to keep running this offense through that quarterback's arm.
On the move, headed right. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. That's Jefferson, he's got it. A lot of grass ahead. And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision, an extra yard.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. He's got Brown on the slant. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Well, Brock, even if they decide to start spreading love as the game goes on, I think they've found out who one of their primary targets is going to be.
And by starting so strong, Kate, you know what's going to happen. He's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to dictate coverage, take him away, and it's going to open up the rest of his crew.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Justin Reed with the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Great, set. No touch.
From the 34. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
No touch, set. No touch.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And he carries it in for the touch. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Escapes a defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philip. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle, still going. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Here's Hurts. And the 1st down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they face 2nd down.
No touch, set. No touch.
Hurts. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's 3rd down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Hurts. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Getting out to his left. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs, and he's now reached it with that last catch. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. Back-to-back big plays have him all set up. 1st and goal here. Back to throw. Hurts. He brings it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The early returns on the stat sheet have been good so far, partner. He's off to the exact kind of start they were hoping he'd have.
Yeah, you can just feel the rhythm, the timing, the tempo, and that ball is zipping all over the field.
No touch.
On 1st down, Hurts. He's on the move. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Running back sent in motion left. From the pistol, Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes, Kate. He gets drilled. And QBs know that feeling. When you're letting it go and you get hit, definitely not the throw he wanted. And by happenstance, the adjusted throw still found a home, and that home was his teammate.
This one's caught. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Well, if early results hold here today, partner, it would appear that this guy's in store for a busy game. They've already made it a priority going his way.
They always want to get a guy this talented the ball early, right? Just get him in confidence, get him in rhythm.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No touch. It's 2nd down and 10.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
No touch. No touch.
1st down, and they go right back to him. They'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts looking to throw. Kittle brings it in. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 6 brings up 3rd down and 8.
Great.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Buys top, and they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Great. Set.
Throwing here, Hurts. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. When we bring this game to a close, Brock, I think one of the stories we're all going to be talking about is the type of showing this guy's had, not spinning the ball, but running it.
It's been just gritty. It's been determined, kid. It's been tough. And when they needed a play, he's dug deep and he's willed this offense forward, coming through with the type of run.
Has a hole left, room to run. He does it, touchdown, Philadelphia. First and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Escapes the pocket. Jukes one defender. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Hurts. Forced out to his right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts setting up to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact,
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Phil. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Eagles ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. First and 10 from the 41. To the ground with Barkley. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Hurts. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Working inside the red zone. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left. This is Barkley. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Hurts. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And how about this? A 600-yard game, Brock. You know firsthand, you got to be close to perfect to even flirt with 500. And he's been that and then some. He's reached a mark that no quarterback has gotten to before. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he's got a modest gain up to the 41-yard line. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by these points.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yes. Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give to Barkley. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Back to throw, Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch, right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So it's going to be 4th and short. On 4th down, Hurts. He's got it to his running back. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one. It's an Eagles win here in this one.